Thursday, 27th of August 2015. This is Fatma Sharika and you are listening to the paper highlights on AthavanEnglish.com. First, let's look at the paper highlights from Ceylon today. UPFA National List challenged. Chandrasree files FR petition in SC. Vice Chairman of Mahajana Exit Peramuna, former Member of Parliament and Trade Union Leader D.D. Somavira Chandrasree yesterday filed a fundamental rights petition in Supreme Court challenging the UPFA Parliamentary National List. Another highlight from Ceylon today. Chamal tipped to be opposition leader. Former Speaker Chamal Rajapaksa is tipped to be appointed as leader of the opposition, and MP like Dayasiri Jayasekara from the Kurunegala district is to be the opposition organizer. During the recently concluded election, there was a suggestion from the Sri Lanka Freedom Party and the United People's Freedom Alliance that Chamal Rajapaksa should be named the prime ministerial candidate. Another highlight from Ceylon today. UNP SLFP iron out issues. The United National Party and the Sri Lanka Freedom Party have come to an agreement about establishing a national government after a lengthy discussion, UNP Chairman Malik Samaravikrama said. Another highlight from Ceylon today. Vishwa assumes duties. Professor Vishwa Varnapala yesterday took over duties as the General Secretary of the United People's Freedom Alliance. More highlights from Ceylon today. TNA meets Biswal Malinowski. US Assistant Secretary of State for South and Central Asian Affairs Nisha Biswal Desai assured the Tamil National Alliance that the US would take the lead in implementing the recommendations in the UN report on Sri Lanka on the alleged war crimes with the consensus of the Sri Lankan government. The report is scheduled to be released in September. Another highlight from Ceylon today. 2 bills before new parliament in first week. RTI and audit bills up for approval. Right to Information Bill and the audit bill will be presented to the new parliament during sessions in the first week itself for approval, Minister of Justice Vijayadasa Rajapaksa told Ceylon today. Another highlight from Ceylon today. I will accept a portfolio. Dayasiri. Kurunegala District UPFA MP-elect Dayasiri Jayasekara said if President Maithripala Sirisena offers a ministerial portfolio, he will accept. I have not asked for anything. It's the President who appoints ministers, and if he gives me a portfolio, I will accept it, he said. Jayasekara added that he spent a long time in the opposition and that he would like to remain with the SLFP. Now let's move to the paper highlights from Daily News. Clinched. Parties reach agreement on national government. New cabinet to be sworn in on September 2nd. 30 ministers from UNP, 15 from SLFP. Breaking what seemed to be a deadlock in the national government formation, UNP Chairman and MP-elect Malik Samaravikrama said yesterday that an agreement was reached with the SLFP over its mechanism after extensive discussions. According to the agreement, the new cabinet of the national government will be sworn in before President Maithripala Sirisena on September 2nd after Parliament approves the exact number of members to be in the cabinet. Another highlight from Daily News. New UPFA General Secretary assumes duties. Newly appointed UPFA General Secretary Professor Vishwa Varnapala assumed duties yesterday. Varnapala assumed duties a day after former UPFA General Secretary Susil Premajayantha officially tendered his letter of resignation. Varnapala was first appointed as a member of the Central Committee in the 80s when former Prime Minister Srimavu Bandaranaike was the party leader. Another highlight from Daily News. US to sponsor resolution at UNHRC session backing domestic inquiry. Visiting US Assistant Secretary of State Nisha Biswal said yesterday that the US would sponsor a resolution at the next UN Human Rights Council session backing Sri Lanka's domestic inquiry mechanism. Biswal's remark indicated a major shift in the US policy towards Sri Lanka. The US backed 3 resolutions against Sri Lanka calling for accountability on alleged war crimes during the final phase of war. Another highlight from Daily News. Cafe for abolishing PTA. The campaign for free and fair elections yesterday urged the government to take immediate steps that are necessary to abolish the Prevention of Terrorism Act. According to Cafe Executive Director Kirti Tennakun, the PTA is suppressing the public freedom. He pointed out that the PTA is used to intimidate a number of media personnel and civil society activists in the past. More highlights from Daily News. Karuna on why MR lost the northern vote. Former Deputy Minister and SLFP Vice President Vinayaga Murthy Muralidharan said, although Mahinda Rajapaksa completed massive infrastructure such a program in the north, the people were not impressed since they wanted much more by way of dignity and their rights. Soon after the end of the war, people of the north and east expected a lot of things from the government, but it failed to meet their requirements, he told the Daily News. Another highlight from Daily News. Sivajilingam's resolution blocked at NPC meeting. An attempt by Northern Provincial Council member M.K. Sivajilingam to move a resolution proposing to invite the international community and the United Nations to find a permanent solution to the national problem was blocked at the NPC meeting on Tuesday. NPC chairman C.V.K. Sivanyanam told the Daily News yesterday that the resolution was discarded as it was not seconded by anybody in the council. Another highlight from Daily News. Rape and murder of Vidya. Suspects' blood samples to be taken. The Kites magistrate today ordered for blood samples to be taken from the 9 suspects who are in custody for the alleged rape and murder of student Vidya Sivaloganathan. The magistrate gave the order when the suspects were produced in courts today. He also ordered the suspects to be further remanded until September 1st. More highlights from Daily News. UPFA allies file FR to quash national list. UPFA constituents filed a fundamental rights case in the Supreme Court yesterday against their coalition's national list appointments. Addressing the media at the Buddhist Cultural Center yesterday, Mahajana Exec Paramuna leader Dinesh Gunawardana said that the immediate past General Secretary of the UPFA Susil Premajayantha had betrayed the people's mandate. Premajayantha had promised to appoint the members according to the lists submitted to the Elections Commissioner before the August 17th general election, but now many important persons have not been accommodated. We brought you the paper highlights from today's newspapers and we will bring you more tomorrow.